Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here with today's Micros market recap here at Target Trading Academy. Let's get right into it. It is June 23rd, just 5 minutes or so after the New York close here. Looking at micro oil, we opened inside of the range, not terribly far from the close. I think the close was around here yesterday, and had some initial selling, and then a buyer stepped in, brought it up, got to the close, and they melted up, and then the sellers stepped in and drove it down. You can see that they just kept driving down. So we do have a net negative change from close to close from today and yesterday. Tremendous response at the HVA levels. Again, these levels, the HVA levels, high volume areas, as they're also referred to as these orange or whatever you want. I don't know what color that is. You want to call them, are given out to our students the night before the next day's trading endeavor. So these levels are ready to go for them. Now, gold opened below the close, and we had initial buying, got to the close, and they just kept going with it until they got up to this level here, the 48.90-ish area, and the seller stepped in, and look, they just overtake all those gains and brought it down. So gold also closing net down for the day. Now our equities are finishing net positive. If we take a look at oil, or sorry, not oil, but the ES here, micro ES, let's see here, opening up. So we opened above the close in the ES, not terribly, terribly too far from it. And we had some initial selling and some just good back and forth, the standard, volatility at the market opening. And it just kind of just went sideways for that period for a while. As you can see, and the sellers just kept bringing it down a little bit lower at a time, a little lower. And then they had a huge rally that brought it up and took out all those moves down on the downside. And then sellers stepped in again. And this is pretty much what we see the whole day until we make our highs for the day just before lunch, and then the selling just takes over, and they brought it down to the 37, this area here. You'll see we'll get there, but they brought it down here, and then we had tremendous response at that HVA level, and then buyers stepping in, and you'll see that they drive this thing all the way back up to those prior highs and then some. So they overtook it again, had a lot of more action in the afternoon today than we did this morning in terms of movement. So they had a lot of back and forth, just pretty much overall sideways movement. And then, shortly before lunch, they drove it down and brought it right back up to it was before we closed here. And we are finishing net positive in the ES. Similar story in the Nasdaq. Just let me scroll back here for you. So we opened above the close, and then the sellers, that selling pressure just brought it down here. Now the difference with the Nasdaq is we got that low of the day, and we pretty much didn't bother to see it again. We did get down there during that lunch period, as you see. Sorry, we saw that rally up, but they tested that area, not getting at the same spot really, and they drove it up just like the ES. So I'd say a little bit more orderly in the Nasdaq today than normal, but we also finished net positive in that equity as well. So down in oil, gold, positive in the ES and the Nasdaq. Again, these levels that our students are trading off of with our methodology here are given out the night before the next day's trading endeavor, meaning they get it this evening for the overnight if they are going to trade in the nighttime or even in the early morning before the markets open officially, or during the pit session. That's when they're available and ready for use. If you're interested in finding out more information about these levels and how you can get them onto your charts or how to trade futures in general, feel free to reach out to us. You can find us on Facebook. Go to our Facebook page there. It's just Target Trading Academy. Or go to our website at targettradingacademy.com. Get in touch with a representative at either site and they'll quickly be able to show you what we do in our rooms each day, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. And if that's not enough for you, you already found this video, go check out Pat's win-loss break-even videos that are trades submitted by students from these levels here or advanced entries as well. And then there's also Dan O'Brien's win-loss break-even videos off of his methodology that is taught here as well. We look forward to seeing you in our rooms.